All right, everyone, welcome to the American Dream Radio Show. It is a pleasure to be here today. Got a special treat for you on the radio program today. I like good novels, and I love good romance novels. And I found a good one, a really good one. It's titled The Price, and it's written by Antwuan Jackson, who joins us now on the radio show. Hello, Antwuan.
How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. I really enjoy the book. The Price is an awesome book. Give people a little bit about the outline of the book. Tell them what the book's about.
Well, the book is actually about the character's name is Dwight. He's the main character in the book, and Dwight is he has a major pet peeve, about him that basically his girlfriend of 2 years, and of course previous other females he's dated, they just can't, she just gets into a situation to where every time they have a disagreement, she has to go back and tell her family and friends and everything that's went on in her relationship. So, Dwight, he doesn't like that, and of course he's talked to her about it on numerous occasions, but for whatever reason she keeps doing it, and it gets back to him, and it's just kind of embarrassing when she wants to try to invite him to different functions between family and friends, and she's painted him out to be just the devil himself over an argument that they've had over the previous couple of weeks, and now that they've made up, she wants to kind of bring him around everybody, and basically what happens is that he does propose to her this particular day. And on this day, when he goes to work like he normally would do, as usual, he gets to work in his mentor. He's a lawyer at a law firm. He's the only African American partner that's at the law firm that's a partner. And so his mentor that's there ends up getting him an assistant to help him with any of the new cases and any pending cases and so on and so forth. And the new assistant just so happens to be a female. And, if you know anything about lawyers, they work, long hours, 10, 12-hour days. And so he's with this new assistant that's helping him with any type of cases that he has, for a good 10-plus hours at a time. And so, they just end up interacting with each other, for so long. And, one thing leads to another. That's a lot of time to spend with one person. He's spending basically more time with her than he is with his girlfriend.
Yeah. Now, is this book based on any real life experience, or is it just Antwuan's creativity at work here?
The core of it is, once I was for a point I was living in Houston, and at that point I was actually taking the entire dating scene seriously, and so what I noticed is that me and amongst my friends that I knew, it was like every female just had that thing about them to where they just had to go vent to everybody what was going on in their household, whether they were married, whether they were dating, it just didn't matter. And it's just like, okay, now we've made up, and I'm not the guy that you've painted me out to be to your entire, household of your family, and now you want me to go around them. It's just like, it was so awkward trying to be in the same house with the girl's parent, and she just was dogging me out for a week straight,
Yeah. No,
So,
I mean, that's awesome.
it was just...
So are you from Houston originally? Is that where you're from?
I'm originally born and raised in East Austin, Texas, the capital of Texas.
Ah, Music City to me. Yeah.
Right, yeah. They call it the live music capital or hill country. You hear a lot of different little nicknames they give it.
So what are you doing now in your everyday life?
Right now, I'm writing full time. I mean, that's basically what I do. The book is doing well, and so just kind of getting the book out there and talking to a lot of people about it. And
what drew you to writing? When did you start writing? What got you into it?
I actually started writing at an early age, but I entered in a couple of writing contests. I had, in high school, they actually wanted me to join one of the liberal arts academy, but, down here in Texas, football is king. So writing was just not a known thing. It was just like, what do you mean a writer? Like, it's just, you don't hear about it. So it wasn't a popular thing to do. You could walk into a room full of, freshmen in high school and tell them you're working on writing a story or you're writing, it
Right.
just wasn't,
Well, how did you come up with the title, The Price? I mean, that's a pretty intriguing title. My wife and I are huge law show fans on television. We watch all, from L.A. Law to Law and Order to The Good Wife to The Suit. I don't know if you watch Suits. Suits is so awesome. So we love these kind of stories, these intriguing romantic stories with law firms and stuff. So that drew me to your book. And so, it's just an amazing thing. What really inspires this? I mean, it seems like you have a lot of passion for it. And I'm curious about the title. What inspired that?
The title came from basically, I wanted to think of something that was simple, but it had a nice meaning to it. I didn't want to make the title too long. So the price is basically, you have a lot of people, not all, but some people will say, I would, they love their car or their home or whatever, particular material thing that they have so much that they won't sell it. But a lot of people feel like everyone, or a lot of people do have a price. If you come along with the right amount of money, the person will sell in a lot of cases.
Are you saying we're all prostitutes?
Right. Somebody keeps coming offering you $5,000, $10,000 for your car, and you keep telling them, no, I'm not, I won't sell it. But if someone comes along with the right amount of money, they will.
Yeah.
And I look at a lot of relationships, and I even in my own, a lot of people, whether they're married, whether they're dating, they say that they won't, cheat on their wife or husband and so on and so forth. But the right person comes along and they cheat.
Yeah. What is the price of love?
That person was their price. Exactly. It took the right person to make them want to do it. And that's what ends up happening.
It's almost frightening. It's almost frightening how human we are. And I think
exactly.
I really think you've touched on our humanity in the book. Was there any particular message that you wanted the people to get, any kind of a moral to the story? Any particular thing that you wanted to take away from the book?
I'm glad you asked that. One of the things that I would like a lot of people to take away and to really look at is that it's a lot of things that you can do in a relationship and you can work out as long as it's between you and your mate. Once it gets out and everybody knows about it, it just looks messy and it's embarrassing and it's awkward. Because everybody, you just saw such an open book. Everybody knows what's going on in your household because, usually it's the female that goes out and she's telling everybody.
Yeah, it's that classic tale. Don't air your dirty laundry in public, I guess.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is. A lot of times you hear guys saying women just talk too much, but we really don't know how to explain what we mean when we say that they're talking, and basically. This book is letting you, pretty much telling you, what it is that we're talking about when we say women talk too much.
Right. Well, we're about to run to the end of the segment here, Antwuan. Can you tell us, please, where do people get the book? Do you have a website? Are you on Amazon? Where do people find the book? How do they get it?
You can get it as an ebook anywhere ebooks pretty much are sold, whether it's Amazon, whether it's Barnes and Nobles, Kobo, everywhere. And if you want to get the paperback version, you can go to my website, which is spelled Antwuan Jackson.com.
Antwuan Jackson, folks. Antwuan, AntwuanJackson.com, or at Amazon.com.
Yes,
it's the book, The Price, by Antwuan Jackson. Antwuan, thank you so much for being on the show today, sir.
No problem. I appreciate you having me.
Greatly appreciated. That's Antwuan Jackson, ladies and gentlemen. The Price is at Amazon or at AntwuanJackson.com. Thank you. God bless. Have a great day.
You too.